Hello, Suzy. Thank you for coming.
Pleasure.
Can you tell me more about how did the idea come about the Sounpad project?
Well, it's a kind of many-armed beast. British Council promote British arts, culture abroad. They've got a very strong office in India. And the idea behind this whole project is to kind of cross-pollinate, where we're introducing sort of an ever-growing Indian independent music scene to the UK, something other than Bollywood, and likewise that we can help educate the Indian music scene as to how things are done in Britain. And the whole project has been a massive learning curve. There's some very big differences which have become apparent over the last 3 years since the project started.
So can you tell us more about what did happen during these 3 years?
Well, it was initiated with seminal producer John Leckie, who's produced the Beatles, the Stone Roses, Radiohead, amongst others. He was taken by the British Council over to India last year, where he went through a kind of rigorous selection process of interviewing various Indian bands from various cities, and he picked his 4 favourite artists he wanted to work with. He then went into the studio with them and produced 2 tracks for each band, which we've now put out as a digital release in the UK with Faculty Music, and in India as an actual hard copy CD release with Counterculture Records. So that in itself I don't think has ever been done before, so that's a pioneering project, definitely. Around that we've brought all 4 bands over to come and perform at the Great Escape Festival, where they're doing various shows. They're also doing a panel where we're bringing in various other Indian notable music delegates, along with some British music delegates, where we can discuss the strengths and weaknesses of the Indian music scene, and also sort of as to kind of compare it to how things work in India and how things work here. Then the bands are going off to do a little tour each. And then hopefully some exciting things will come from that.
And so the album is available on iTunes since yesterday, right?
Since yesterday, yeah. It's actually come out in India already last week,
Okay.
so but it's not available as a CD here, it's just as a digital release. Which actually, that in itself says quite a lot about the difference between the music scene here and in India. In India, whilst they have a huge internet community, music isn't really promoted in the same way. People don't go on the web to swap tunes like they do in England. It's still, I wouldn't like to say it's behind the UK in that respect, but it just operates in a very different way.
Okay, well, thank you very much.